And just like that, we are back in Arizona. What's going on, team? It's Ricky here with TechBud Solutions here with a super quick market update. Not just a recap on my day, but also what you need to look forward to for next week. Big things are happening early to mid next week. And let's go ahead and just dive right into it. First off, my overall position that I had on coin today. This was a day trade that I took during my live trading session. Again, I do trade live every morning. If you want to tune on in, as soon as Monday, we're running a 50% off sale. It's the second link in the description down below. I shorted coin, and then again, as it came back to retest the previous support that it's had at $21, you could see that it was the same general zone that we were consolidating at yesterday. We showed signs of a support. It began to indicate signs of reversal. I went long on it, covered, closed the day 15.1K on the day. And on DWAC, I went long originally right when the market opened. I ended up selling right away. So I looked at previous highs. I locked in profits at $36.48. Boy, was I in for a surprise when this thing gapped up to $40 a share. But again, there's no such thing as being perfect. I sold when it made sense to me. I sold based off previous patterns. And then it continued to run up. It became very overbought. And just like a slingshot, right? I love to see when opportunities like this happen, because anytime that they gap up this quickly, they tend to correct themselves. And that is exactly what happened. It's hard to see kind of on the 1 minute, but it was very easy to see on the 5 minute. When you look at this, we became very overbought. And when you short something, you make money as it sells off. And it retraced all the way to lows of $35. And I walked away with 12K on the day, shorting DWAC, which was one of my bigger trades. And I had nearly 12% margin to work with. I closed it out, and as you can see, 27,000 is what I closed the day on. This is not an average day for me. I'm very grateful for it. I left myself with my one lucky share there, and then on coin, I left myself with my one lucky share there. Other than that, let's talk about the one that everyone is asking about, Tesla. It's not a red day, right? Kind of a break-even day in the green, but pretty much break-even, a lot of consolidation. We will see next week after big tech begins to report earnings, if Tesla begins to recover or if things get worse for Tesla. Well, how can things get worse? Did you know that next week we have companies like Google that report earnings on Tuesday? This is January 30th, as well as AMD reports earnings on Tuesday, after the market closes January 30th. Did you know that, what was the other one? We had Microsoft, Google, and AMD. Those are the main ones that I wanted to make sure that you are aware of, that after the market closes on Tuesday of next week, these three big tech companies are going to be reporting earnings. And think about this. It's really Google and Microsoft. Google with a market cap of $1.9 trillion, and then Microsoft with a $3 trillion market cap. Just think about the influence that it will have to the overall market. If they beat expectation, can it send the market to new highs? But if they don't and they begin to sell off, then can it bring down the NASDAQ market and everything else with it? And if that is not enough to look forward to next week with big tech reporting earnings, then have no fear, because the Fed rate monitor tool is here on January 31st, which I believe is Wednesday of next week. We have the FOMC rate decision. I will be live streaming this for free on my YouTube channel. All you need to do is subscribe. But there's a market expectation that they're going to pause. This is where the Federal Reserve has an FOMC meeting and they decide, are we going to raise interest rates, are we going to pause, or are we going to cut interest rates? According to this Fed rate monitor tool, there's a 96.9% probability that the Federal Reserve is going to pause. We will see what they report and how the market reacts. Based off of this, this is what the market is currently factored in. Now, if they raise interest rates, get ready for a sell-off. But if they cut interest rates, then that's good for the market. Get ready for a nice little push. As of right now, they're expecting to pause, so that's most likely what we're looking forward to. But again, I will make sure that I keep you guys up to date. If you have any questions about what we talked about today, do not hesitate to shoot me a direct message. I don't care if it's Friday, I don't care if it's Saturday or Sunday. Again, shoot me a direct message right now, especially if you're an absolute beginner and wanting to get started. I hope to see you for my live trading session on Monday. And again, if you want to tune on in, it's going to be that second link in the description down below, so you can watch me trade live as soon as the market opens. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.